Every Father's Day, our culture scrambles to define what a father should be. We buy the standard gifts, we laugh at the bumbling dad tropes on television, and we project an image of fatherhood that is often reduced to a provider, a disciplinarian, or an ATM with a pulse. But if you want to understand the true, unfiltered anatomy of a father's heart, you have to bypass the cultural noise and look at the ancient canvas of Luke 15. While this chapter is famously known as the parable of the prodigal son, it is, at its profound core, the story of the running father in a world that often measures a man by his stoicism, his iron will, or his financial utility. Luke 15 pulls back the curtain on a fatherhood defined by radical grace, fierce protective love, and a willingness to be broken for his children. On this Father's Day, let us look at the three distinct dimensions of a father's heart revealed in this timeless passage. 1. A heart broken by freedom. The story begins with a gut-wrenching demand. The younger son walks up to his father and essentially says, "I wish you were dead. Give me my inheritance now." In first-century Middle Eastern culture, this was an unspeakable public insult. The community would expect a patriarch to strike the boy, to disown him, or to cast him out in shame. Instead, the text says the father divided his livelihood between them. This reveals the first great agony of a true father's heart, the willingness to let a child choose, even when that choice leads to ruin. A father's heart is not a cage. It does not control. It takes immense strength for a man to open his hand and let a child walk into the wild country of their own mistakes. The father didn't chase him down with lectures, nor did he manipulate him into staying. He loved his son enough to let him fail, bearing the silent, crushing weight of a fractured home. The heart that despises pride. We all know what happens next. The boy wastes everything. He ends up starving in a pig pen, stripped of his dignity. When he finally comes to his senses, he heads home, rehearsing a speech of servitude, expecting a cold, legalistic trial. But look at the father's response. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. Luke 15:20. To understand the weight of this moment, you have to understand ancient dignity. In the ancient Near East, an older, respected patriarch never ran to run. A man had to lift up his long robes, exposing his ankles and calves. It was considered deeply humiliating and undignified. But the father didn't care about his dignity. He didn't care about, "I told you so." He saw his broken boy, and his compassion overrode his pride. He ran to absorb the shame before the village could gather to mock his son. That is the heart of a father. A willingness to abandon his own status, his own right to be angry, and his own pride, just to bridge the distance and cover his child's naked failure. 3. A heart caught in the middle. The tragedy of his story doesn't end with a party, because there is a second son. The older brother stands outside the house, furious, self-righteous, and bitter. He refuses to go in. He lashes out at his father, complaining that his years of hard work and duty went unrewarded. Notice the father's posture here. He doesn't pull rank. He doesn't yell at the older son for ruining the banquet. Instead, the father goes out to him. A father's heart is uniquely built to hold opposing brokenness. He has one son who broke the rules through rebellion, and another son who broke the relationship through legalism and bitterness. The father stands in the middle, pleading with both, loving both, refusing to cast either aside. He reminds the older brother of his secure place. "My son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours." The blueprint for fatherhood today. To the men standing in the gap this Father's Day, Luke 15 completely redefines what strength looks like. True fatherly strength is not found in emotional distance or rigid perfection. True strength is found in a man who knows when to hold on and when to let go. It is found in a man who keeps watch at the edge of the porch, looking down the road for a wandering child. It is found in a man who is willing to run, to look foolish, and to endure shame, if it means restoring his family. To every dad who's felt the sting of a child's rejection, to every father who's quietly bearing the burden of a fractured household, and to every man working to love his children through their worst mistakes, take heart. The world may praise the flawless and the strong, but heaven celebrates the father who knows how to run with open arms. May you find the strength to love with that same radical, unyielding, and running grace today. Happy Father's Day.